Hello and welcome to the Dragon Slayer of Brighton. Today we're going back to our roots a little bit with a little home recording. So just me and you again. Reunited and it feels so good. Pointy won't be joining us today, unfortunately, as it's Fringe season. So she's dimension hopping because it's pretty much the only way you can see everything during the Fringe. So while she's busy, I've just been handling some emails and attended to my armour. Just kind of twiddling my thumbs, really. To be honest, I've been pretty low on energy for a while, so things have been difficult to deal with. I'm sorry for that. I know we haven't put an episode out for a long time, and I wish I had the time to release things a bit more regularly, but the job's pretty full on, and I've been having trouble sleeping. More accurately, I've been having trouble while I'm sleeping, but that's a whole other thing, and I'll get into more detail on that next time. Nightmares can be killer sometimes. Honestly, it's just been good to slow things down, to get out of my own headspace, to not think about dragons or the fact that I time travelled or destiny or women. It's all a little overwhelming at times, so yeah. Changes. What do I need to tell you about? Changes, things going on. Oh yeah, there's a small pink wyvern over in Kemp Town that's been attacking people with silly string when they get too close to our house. I had a chat with her, and she promised not to do it anymore. But you know, I just wanted to make you guys aware if you are over that way. There's a new Dragon Centre, which is being built just outside Lewes to help with rehabilitation and imprisonment of dragons in the Sussex area. After that new influx last summer when I was, I'm going to say away? Yeah. They've been working on it now since February, I believe, and it's expected to be finished around about August. And I've been liaising with them just to make sure that its containment and security is all up to scratch. Obviously, we don't want any of them getting out and killing people. So I'm looking forward to that place being up and running. Should help me out a bit. I've got a new housemate now. His name's Aid, and he's nice. Yeah, he's nice. Well, not nice. He's angry. He's the hangry hippie type. But he's polite and clean and a geek, so we get along really well. Plus, he doesn't mind when I come in covered in dragon guts, so that's a bonus. He's a comedian too. I went to his Fringe show the other day. It's called Arrow Meat Brain, and it's well worth checking out, actually. I spat my drink over the woman next to me at one point because I was laughing so hard. If you are listening, I am sorry, and I hope the dress is okay. So, there is that. I changed my hair in January. I just kind of wanted a change, you know? I've always been this kind of cute hairstyle, kind of never really looked manly or scary or anything like that. It was always kind of just sort of floppy and whatever. And I just wanted a look that would strike fear into the hearts of my enemies. So I took a leaf out of Heisenberg's book and shaved all my hair off. So now I look a lot more menacing because I'm a bald man with a beard. I say I wanted a change, and that's true, but also there was a slight lapse in judgment which led me to getting most of my hair burnt off by an errant flame burst. But I do look more fierce now. So, every cloud.
You've got some mail.
Hello, are you that vampire slayer guy? I saw what looked like a large bat in the sky last night. It was outside my daughter's window, just sort of leering at her. Can you take care of it, please? Thanks in advance, Pete.
I'm not a vampire slayer, no. I'm a dragon slayer. It's a completely different mythical creature. I am slightly worried about the leering eyes, though, and since it was dark, you could have mistaken the dragon for a bat, I suppose. So I'll look into it when I get a chance, when Pointy's back. In the meantime, just shut the curtains.
Yeah, hi there. I think my husband's been cheating on me and I really want to teach him a lesson and get him to appreciate me. Can you show up next Thursday night in the armour and take me out for dinner? You could be my white knight. Thanks, Hannah.
Firstly, my armour's black, so I'd be your black knight. And secondly, that's a horrendous idea. Your story doesn't even make sense. I mean, why am I in the armour and not in dinner attire? How do we know each other? Unless you guys are swingers, then a man turning up to take another man's wife out to dinner is incredibly risky. Vincent.
Oh, please, we could just say you took care of a dragon at my workplace, and then we just became friends, and you just came from work, which is why you're in the armour. So, Riddle and Fins, Saturday at 8. I'll pay. Hannah.
Okay, but I'm having pudding. Vincent.
Dear Mr. Valiant, I'd like clarification on some things. I listen to your show, and it's a little tricky to get at times. Sometimes you are the Dragon Slayer talking to the audience with vital information on how to deal with dragons, but then other times you seem to be playing the Dragon Slayer in a sort of radio play style. What's going on there? Are you so vain that you don't just do the job, but you play yourself in a dramatisation of your own antics? Who's that narcissistic? And what exactly is your name? Actually, Vincent the Valiant? Is your middle name really the? Yours sincerely, John.
John! You... Shut up!
Hi, Vincent. Not too sure where to start with this, but I think you may have a stalker or an admirer or something. I'm not sure exactly, but since you took care of the dragon that was camped in my garden last month, I've noticed a figure in my street. I kept seeing things. Something swooshy on the periphery of my vision. Something watching, but gone when I look. And then I catch a glimpse of a cloak as it darts around the corner of my fence on Tuesday, and I decided to set up my webcam, watching the back of my house. It caught him, or her, it's hard to tell, as they were wearing a dark cloak with a hood. They were in my garden, looking at the spot the dragon died and turned into a cloud. They seemed to be examining the spot, and then after 3 minutes of checking the grass and running gloved fingers through the air, they turned to the camera. I hid that camera inside a spy bear. There is no way you could spot it unless you knew it was there. How did they know it was there? How could they possibly know? They're not hiding from me anymore. I see them out there at night, but they're watching me now. I see them when I go to work. I see them at the end of the street, at the park, at the gym. They're always there, on the fringes. You brought them into my life. I'm going to speak to one tonight. I'll email you to let you know how it goes. Look for them on the fringes. Lonnie.
Lonnie, this email genuinely gave me chills. Don't talk to them. I'll come round later tonight and we can speak to them together. Vincent.
You've got some mail.
I went round there that evening. This was, Sunday. I tried the door, but there wasn't any answer. Lonnie didn't seem to be there, so I looked in the window, but there was nothing. And I do mean nothing. The house was completely empty. All our belongings were gone. There was no sign anyone had ever lived there. I got extremely worried, as you can imagine, and I contacted the police, but missing persons have to be missing for 24 hours at least before they'll open a case. So, defeated, I went home. And then I got an email from Lonnie that evening. It only had one small sentence. 5 words. That's all. It said, "Thank you from the family." I have no idea what that's about, but I'm scared. If you see them, the ones in the cloaks, please let me know. I have no idea what that's about, but I'm scared. If you see them, the ones in the cloaks, please let me know. Do not talk to them. That's very important. Please do not talk to them. Just watch out for them. On the Fringes. Be safe out there. And remember, there be dragons here. The Dragon Slayer of Brighton is made by Folklore Productions and starred Vincent Whitaker as Vincent the Valiant. Additional voices provided by Lonnie Coyne, Aid Foyadelli, and Hannah Wadsworth. Sound effects from freesfx.com and sonis.com, with music from 1M5 and Kevin MacLeod. Theme tune created by 1M5. Links to all music used can be found on the website therebedragonshere.squarespace.com. Written, directed and produced by Vincent Whitaker. The Dragon Slayer will return in episode 8. I met the girl in my dreams last night. She tried to kill me. Part 1. If you like the show, please go to iTunes, YouTube, Stitcher, SoundCloud, anywhere you can find the show, and please leave a review. It helps us get up the listings and helps us to find more listeners and connect with more people. Thank you very much for your time, and remember, there be dragons here.